Hey guys, Adriana Jimenez joined here with Jonathan Banks, new trainer of Gennady Triple G Golovkin. Jonathan, we have Gennady's fight June 8th against Steve Rose coming up, Madison Square Garden. You've had some time now to work together. How do you assess your relationship these past few weeks together?
The relationship is awesome. You know, when you have two people that's going after the same goal, you can't help but have a good relationship. It's like the anchor woman and the cameraman. You know, you have the similar goals. You're in the same field, so one complements the other. So I think it's been a good relationship thus far, and I'm looking forward to going even further.
You've mentioned that you've been a fan of Triple G since he was in the Olympics in 2004. What is it about him that you've liked?
Just like the way he fight. I mean, I'm a fan of a lot of fighters that shows up to fight. You know, it doesn't like win, lose, or draw. I don't judge them off that. I judge them off how they show up to fight. And a lot of people don't realize that it's really, really difficult to show up and put your all into something and have thousands of people boo you for it. You know, it's really difficult. So I'm a fan. I'm a diehard fan of the sport, and I just have nothing but love for the sport of boxing. I think it's awesome.
Speaking of the style of the fight, you've compared or described the two Canelo fights that he's had, similar to the Sugar Ray Leonard, with her against Hearns. But what was it? What was lacking from Triple G to not have come out victorious on those two fights? What would you have liked to see on those fights?
Well, first of all, I want to go back with the statement about Hearns and Leonard. It was in the sense of how big the fight was with two top guys in that same division. That's how I'm referring to that particular fight. Not about the style or like even the matchup. But to answer your question about what would change or what was lacking, it's difficult to say because you got 50% people saying Triple G won, 50% saying Canelo won. So it's really difficult to say if anything was lacking. But for me personally, I would like to see him to be able to match Canelo's speed for speed. And I think that may have been one thing that's lacking because if you got a fast guy in front of you and you try to hit him with one power punch, you'll never land it. You only make yourself look like weird for trying to do that. You know, and by the ninth round, you got everybody in the audience that's fans of yours saying like, dude, stop throwing the one punch. You can't do that. You keep missing it. So, you know, I think that's the only thing that I see that would change. It's like I told Triple G that I understand that you're a knockout puncher. I said, but in my opinion, you are better than just labeling you as just a knockout puncher. He have a lot of skills that he can display to outclass his opponents and knock them out, not just knock them out.
I think a lot of people forget that he was an Olympian. So obviously, it doesn't mean an Olympian is just a technical fighter, but he can combine more, like you're saying, more than just that one knockout punch.
Of course, I think a lot of people forget that our Olympians and the people that been to the Olympics are special fighters. Not just the gold medalists, but the ones who with the silver. Like, if you got two guys that was robbed of their gold medals, and became awesome fighters. Look at Roy Jones and look at Floyd Mayweather. You know, you can't name the guy they lost to in the Olympics. You know, because the most Olympians are special athletes. They special fighters when they turn pro. Look at Oscar De La Hoya is a prime example. The Golden Boy. You know, he was a special guy turning pro, man. Like, it happened. So he was a silver medalist in the Olympics, and he have a lot of talent that he can pursue and get out there and display for the public.
Well, obviously, the third fight, this trilogy, is something that the fans are asking. He's shown some interest in the third fight. Have you guys talked about it? I mean, like, I know you can't overlook roles, but have you guys talked about, down the line if this third fight presents itself, have you guys talked about what he would add? Because he says he's Gennady the same, but he's just adding more with you.
Well, we haven't talked about it because I don't believe in talking about something that's not in front of me. You know, I wholeheartedly disagree with that because a lot of times you talk about something that's around the corner, and you got something like a monster in front of you. You talking about a monster around the corner, you would never get to the monster around the corner because you can't deal with the monster in front of you. So for me, I want to, once June 9th come and he successfully handles roles on June 8th, we can talk about whatever you want to talk about, you know, but I just try to keep his mind set on the task at hand.
All right. Thank you very much. Good luck on fight night.
Thank you. I appreciate it.